So what's going on out in the YouTube baseball card collecting community? This is your boy Hunter coming back to you again with another video. And today what I have for you guys is something a little bit different than what you're normally used to seeing me do. It's not anything baseball card related. However, it's some pretty cool history related to the hobby in general, just collecting baseball memorabilia and whatnot. And I guess that you can consider a couple of these pieces I'm going to show memorabilia. But this first piece is a 1941 Life magazine with Ted Williams on the front. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the year that he batted over 400. Obviously, the last guy to ever bat 400. Really, really cool. So the story behind this right here is one of my grandmother's friends, they were cleaning out their basement and they came across a bunch of these old Life magazines. I mean, a big, big stack. And they gave them all to her and she didn't want them. So she gave them to me, and this is one of the magazines that was in it. And as you can see, Ted Williams on the front. And this magazine is in really, really good condition. It's got a couple little nicks and whatnot, and this page at one time was folded over. But overall, in really, really good condition. I mean, obviously you can see Ted Williams really well. You can see the yearly subscription was $4.50 back in 1941. I don't know how long the run was on these magazines, but just overall really, really, really cool. Let me see if I can find the article on him in here. And the cool thing is, too, is that the binding holding this together is really well. So, I mean, I can open and close this really good. But let me see. I can't remember where. It's been a long time since I looked in this. Oh, here it is right here. See, one of the pages is a little bit loose right here, but this is the article on him. And it was going through the stages of how he would swing, you know, going through each step. So you have 1, waiting on the ball. Williams stands motionless. 2, as ball nears plate, he gets ready for swing. 3, judging path of the ball, Williams connects. 4, Williams keeps eyes focused on the ball. 5, his power released, Williams follows through. And 6, he closes his eyes only after finishing the swing. So we can continue to the next page on that. Talking about his hands. I think it's pretty funny too how they have the little fighter planes right here going along with him. Considering he used to be a airman later on in his life. But just overall really, really cool. I do treat this well. I know it's delicate, so I don't open it a lot. The next piece that I've got is a 1964. Let me sit it up here. 1964 Sports Illustrated with Yogi Berra and Casey Stengel on the front. Obviously, two of the more interesting guys to ever be in the game of baseball. I think it's pretty funny because this is 64, and in 65, Yogi was the player manager for the Mets. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Really, really cool. I actually got this at the antique store I work at probably about 2 years ago or something. Just thought it was really cool with Yogi Berra and Casey Stengel on the front. I don't know if there's an article on them in here or not, but either way, really, really cool. So, Warren Spahn right there, so that was cool. And then this piece right here is actually my dad's. It's a little booklet from Cincinnati Reds game that he went to. Obviously, world champion Cincinnati Reds. You've got Sparky Anderson on the top of the world. Looks like, I'd say that's probably Tony Perez or Dave Concepcion. Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, and Johnny Bench. And I don't know if that's Tony Perez or Dave Concepcion. Say it's probably Tony Perez, but I may be wrong about that. But anyways, really, really cool. I like the artwork on that. It looks like Mad Magazine. Johnny Bench on the inside. Some old Gaudi's cards. All-time Reds roster since 1900, but Really, really cool. And then lastly, let me show you this, I guess, real quick. Just got this today, so here's the difference between a 2017 Sports Illustrated with KB on the front, my boy, and a 1964 Sports Illustrated. Just look at the difference of the quality in the pictures. It's absolutely amazing. Mr. Mike Trout on the inside. The New Testament. And then you got 1964. So anyways, you guys, I know this is something just a little bit different. I thought I'd bring you something kind of cool. I hope you guys enjoy it. Haven't been picking up a lot of cards here lately. I've been saving. There's actually a baseball card show about an hour away from me that's going to be here in about 2 weeks, so I'm saving for that. But anyways, you guys, I hope that you guys have had a good week and have a good weekend, and I really appreciate you watching. Keep collecting, fellas. Peace.